Firearms, and today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about preparation. Alright, YouTube, I've been on YouTube, I've seen the videos, and I know what everybody's thinking, oh Lord, another prepper video, preparation video, whatever. And I'll be honest with you, I really contemplated on not doing any prepping videos just because of that simple fact. And some of them are so out there, like just extreme, like, I don't know, ridiculous prepping videos. I mean, there's everywhere you look, EDC bags, bug out bags, get home trailers, bug out trailers. I mean, just all kinds of just useless stuff. I mean, some of it's good, don't get me wrong. There's some guys out there that have some really realistic views on preparing and preparation, and there's some people out there that think that the world is going to end in 2012 and zombie apocalypses and all this other stuff. You know, you guys, I've joked about zombies before and stuff like that, but literal zombies like on TV, not happening. At least that's not, I don't think so. When I refer to zombies, I refer to, hold on, let's think about the definition of a zombie. When I think zombie, I think soulless, lifeless creature, there to devour you, eat you or whatever. And when I refer to a zombie, I kind of am talking about, how can I say this without getting in trouble? People who want to take away your guns, your rights, your freedom, your liberties, your way of life, your prosperity, basically want to instill slavery in the U.S. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about zombies. All right, so that's kind of my my definition of them. That's what I call them, the zombies. So anyway, but back to the preparation thing. There's some stuff out there that's just blows my mind. But anyway, nevertheless, there's always a need to be prepared for different circumstances. And the way I kind of categorize my preparation is I categorize it into three categories. One, you have a bug out situation for a natural disaster. All right, whether it be on the road and road washes out and you have to figure out a way to get home or to get to help or whatever, or whether it be a tornado that takes your house. You don't, everything you own, you don't have the money to stay in a hotel, for that long, whatever the case may be. Because, you think about natural disaster, a tornado, if it touches down, 9 times out of 10, it's not just going to hit my house. It's going to hit, everything around me. Flood, whatever. That would be category 1 of preparation. And that's kind of stuff, I might do a series on bug out bags or preparation bags. And that'll kind of give you an idea of why I divide my stuff up into categories. But my second category, so that's my first category, natural disaster. My second category is terrorist attack category, all right? Whether it be an attack on our country or, on a nuclear power plant or whatever it might be. And when I refer to terrorists, I'm not necessarily referring to just Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm referring to anybody. Terrorism can be from within the United States or from without the United States. So I'm not necessarily just talking about a terrorist attack from overseas. Any type of terror or terrorism attack on anything that's going to affect me. All right. And my third category is obviously the zombie category, and that's if for whatever reason the zombies are after me, and I need to bug out for a little while, or I need a place to lay low, whatever. And I'm not saying I'm doing anything illegal or wrong, but you guys remember my definition of zombies and that I just talked about, and think about where we're at right now, and you'll know what I mean. All right, so that's my three basic categories for bug out bags or preparation bags or whatever you want to call it. So anyway, and now just to touch on preparation a little bit, a lot of preppers get a lot of, or catch a lot of slack from zombies and liberals and whatever, but the whole reason for preparing for something, it's not a bad thing. People that stockpile food, have root cellars, or you see guys that put rice in 5-gallon buckets with Mylar bags and stuff like that. That's not a bad thing to do. With the economy the way it is, you never know what's going to happen. Heck, we went into a depression once. What's to say we're not going to go into a depression again? I think we're a lot more likely to go into a depression now than we were back when it happened the first time. So preparation is, it's always good to be prepared. And, back to storing food or whatever. Storing food's not a bad thing. As a matter of fact, you could, you can stockpile food, store food, non-perishable stuff, or even perishable stuff, and you just rotate it out. All right. So if you have a, let's say 25-pound supply of rice, that's not going to last a long time, but it would hold you over for a while. The big thing to remember there is rotate your stock. All right, rotate your supply. Think about grocery shopping in your basement, in your call it your pantry, whatever you want to do, but stockpile enough food that if something did happen, you would have enough food to survive for a couple weeks, a month, whatever. But also take into consideration, when, like, let's say up in your cabinets in your kitchen, you have a certain amount of canned foods that you keep in there. We'll make it to where you shop out of your backup supply. You run out of soup beans upstairs, you come down here and grab a bag of pinto beans, take it up and mark it on the list. And then when you go to the grocery store next, you buy a bag of pinto beans and put it back in your back stock. All right, rotate your stock. That allows you to keep more than just non-perishables. It allows you to keep some other stuff too. But anyway, and that's just common sense. Grocery prices may go like gas prices. It may go way up, spike, depending on the economy, may spike way up. You may have a short-term natural disaster where you get snowed in. Being up here in Wisconsin, it's always a possibility. You just never know when you might need that stuff. It may not necessarily be for a horrible, bad, end-of-the-world, extravagant event, but it may be something that, you could consider for short-term survival stuff. All right, now let's talk a little bit about preppers. All right, and I'm a semi-prepper. I'm not a hardcore, full-blown prepper, but I consider myself a little bit of a prepper. And but let's talk about it. A lot of times I catch, and other preppers, we catch slack for being prepared. All right, and they say, "Oh, you're just planning on something bad happening. You're planning on something bad happening." No, I'm not. I'm really not planning on anything bad happening. But in the case that there was something bad that happened, then I'm prepared. All right, when you get in your car and you drive down the road, you go to the grocery store, gas station, wherever you're going, you put your seatbelt on. Why do you put your seatbelt on? You don't put your seatbelt on because you are planning to have an accident and you need to stay safe. You are putting your seatbelt on, and that's preparation for an accident and being safe in the event that you do have an accident. So same definition for us. We're not planning on something bad happening or zombies attacking or the end of the world. We're prepared in case something bad does happen.